Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be styling some thrifted items that I have picked up recently. I've shared all these items with you in my thrift and antique decor hauls, but we are getting started right here in my kitchen. I'm going to be adding my blue and white new thrifted pieces to this shelf, and I hope that you enjoy today's video. I love my little collection of blue and white striped pottery, and I think that this blue color is just perfect for spring and summer, and I would love to keep adding to my collection, but I love how it's all paired together on this shelf. I'm going to be changing up this shelf and adding this little plate in place where I had that little egg holder. This is one of my USA serving platters that I just picked up for like $5. And I know that you can't see the whole floral design, but I really just wanted a little bit of white to look like ironstone right here in this area. I found this little dish for $1.50, and I know it's not a butter pat, but I'm just going to pair it with this little set of butter pats. I love how you can just see the little gold rim around it, and it also just adds to this little set. This is where I'm going to add my set of these new little mini candelabras. I did find this one at the antique store, and I bought the set of these from an Instagram shop. I've had this little stool beside my hutch for a while, but I feel like the color of it just really clashes with the color of my hutch. And as much as I love it, I did pick up a new one that I got for $5 from my local antique store. It's about the same height, but you can just tell that it's more old and worn, and I love it. I may try to find another home for that other stool, or I may sell it, but I'm just going to put the same little decor pieces that I had back up here, and I just really love the way this looks. Now to the top of my hutch, I'm adding this new gravy boat that I recently thrifted, and this little candle snuffer that I have right here, I did thrift it as well several months ago. So I'm just going to move it to the middle right here because I wanted to kind of layer my two gravy boats in front of each other, and I really love how it turns out. Moving to the other side of my hutch, we're going to start on this little bench, and I'm going to be adding my new Rosefield pottery crock. I love this piece, and I am going to move this piece that I have here. I did thrift that probably around the fall time for like $8, and then I recently got this crock, and I absolutely love it. I'm going to sit it on top of these thrifted books. I love this smaller crock bowl that I recently thrifted as well, and it's going to just be paired with this group of pottery pieces that I have right here, and then I'm going to fill it with a few of these vintage cookie cutters. I'm just going to go through and pick out some of the ones that are just like everyday cookie cutters, some stars, hearts, bells, and then a little flower on top. I have some thrifted wooden utensils in this thrifted crock on this little chair, and I'm just adding some more wooden thrifted utensils that I have gotten recently. Back to my hutch, I'm going to add a few silver pieces that I have thrifted. I got this salad fork and spoon, and then also this little spoon that has a bottle opener on the other end. This little creamer that I'm putting it in has gray or silver around its rim, and so I thought this would be the perfect place to put it. And then I'm going to be adding some butter pats to this bottom shelf that I had to move from another shelf to make room for some of my blue and white pieces. Now we're going into my living room, and we're just going to work in a few areas, but I recently picked up this basket at an antique store for $5. I love it, and I can't wait to get some new florals from Hobby Lobby to go in here. I'm just using some extras that I had for today, and I still think it's pretty. I still think it looks like just a little collection of wildflowers, and so I love how it looks on this little bench, but I am going to be looking for some more spring and summer looking florals to replace these with soon. Now that we've added a few little greenery touches to some areas that needed it, we are going to work on my blanket ladder. And I had an idea of displaying some of my thrifted doilies on this ladder, and I'm so glad that I finally tried it because I do love how it turns out. All these doilies are thrifted, and then that first little lace piece that I put on there was sent to me from a company several weeks ago. I did share it in a video, but I think that it just really flows well with all these doilies, and I love how this turned out. The last area we're going to be working on today is this little piece of furniture that I have in the back of my living room. And as you can see, I already have some window and window panes layered in front of each other on here. And I recently picked up this window that has the screen in it for about $15 from my local antique store, and I love it. I knew I wanted to try to layer it over here, so I do have to play around with it for a little bit and move the other window, and then I'm just putting some of these same things back in this area. And I love how this looks. I love how these items look layered together, and I'm so happy that I decided to style it. That was going to be the end of today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed coming along and styling some of my new thrifted items with me. Definitely make sure you're subscribed if you're new, and I can't wait to see you in the next one, friends. Bye.